Okay, so tonight we are going to make the no tuna salad sandwich. I'm going to use mine as a dip so I don't have to eat the bread, but I'll put it on some crackers. We're going to start with a 15.5 ounce can of chickpeas or garbanzo beans. And if you're like me, you save the brine because you just never know what you can use it for later. I don't know how long I'll save it, but for now. Anyways, you're going to start with, you're going to place the chickpeas in a mixing bowl. And you're going to mash these with a fork. So you get out your handy dandy fork and you mash the chickpeas, leaving a couple beans whole. I've never had this before. Following a recipe. Okay, I may pause this because this mashing is going to take a lot longer than I thought. I'll be back with mashed peas. Okay, so I mashed the chickpeas. I will say, non-pro tip, I used a fork for a while, but this little like whiskey thing mashed them a lot easier because I could get a good mashing motion. So the recipe does recommend that you leave about a quarter cup of that can unmashed, I'm assuming for texture. So I did leave some of it unmashed. I don't know. We can always remash if we need to. Okay, so the next thing you're gonna add is tahini, which this girl has never had. So it says to add 2 tablespoons of, I'm probably mispronouncing it. I got sesame tahini. I'm hoping that works. 2 tablespoons. Ooh, okay, it's thicker than I thought. Okay, 1. 2. I'm curious. That is not what I was thinking. Okay. You're going to add some Dijon mustard. It says 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard. I should have had all this ready. Okay. Shake it up. Okay, teaspoons. Let's see here. 1, 2. Okay, I'm going to take a very quick break to open the rest of these bottles so I don't have to do it on screen. Okay, and I'm back. I also chopped up some of the vegetables. I needed a while too. Okay, so next we're going to add the maple syrup, which that threw me off. Maple syrup, tuna salad, but we're going to trust the process. It says 1 tablespoon of maple syrup. So I had this from a work colleague the other year. I assume maple syrup doesn't go bad. Okay. He had went to a festival. Pure maple syrup. All right. So we put that in there, which I think is interesting. Next, we're gonna add in the red onions, except let's start with, I don't even like onions. It calls for a 1/4 cup of red onions. I don't like onions, uncooked onions to begin with. So I'm doing 1/8 of a cup of sweet onion because sweet onion is what I had. And I'm only gonna do 1/8 of a cup because I don't really like onions raw. But again, I'm trying to trust the process. We're also supposed to add a 1/4 cup of celery. I do, however, like celery, and my son is a fiend for celery recently. So we have lots of that around the house, and he does not like the tops. So I save all the tops and try to, all this waste that he leaves. So I'm giving a little bit more. I'd say probably, I don't know, not quite 1/2 cup, but it says calls for a 1/4 cup of chopped celery. All right. It also, oh shoot, I didn't chop the pickles. It also calls for a 1/4 cup of pickles. So I will have to chop some pickles. I'm not sure if they're sweet or dill. And then 1 tablespoon of capers. Another thing I've never had. I guess I live a sheltered life. A tablespoon of capers. And I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna get them out because they are in juice and they're in this little teeny tiny container. How about this? Little grapefruit fruit spoon. Nope, that's not gonna work. Okay, pause again. Okay, we're gonna take a guess that it's sweet pickles. Not sure. So I'm gonna take my 1/4 cup of sweet pickles. I did figure out, well, to the best of my ability, I got the capers. Oh, I'm gonna try one. I did not try one yet. I like them. Okay. So obviously don't eat off your spoon if you're gonna share this with friends, but this is just for me, so that's okay. I'm putting in a tablespoon of the capers. Then it just says, sunflower seeds. 1 tablespoon of roasted unsalted sunflower seeds. I did get mine salted, but it does say salt to taste, so I feel like it's okay. I like sunflower seeds. I feel like I'm gonna want more of those, but oh my god, they're sticking to my spoon. Okay. Okay, and then it just says salt to taste, black pepper to taste. We're gonna mix them together. So I got all my ingredients. I didn't put the salt and pepper on yet. I figure I'll taste it without salt and pepper first, see what it tastes like. Ooh, it looks good. It's funny, it almost kind of does look like tuna fish with the mashed, I don't know, some of the mashed pieces here. Okay. Now, I'm going to be using crackers, but it does say about toasting the bread if you want to toast your bread or add like lettuce, tomato, anything you usually would like, onion on your sandwich bread. And then pretty much you just, yeah, put that together. We're gonna try it first without any salt or pepper and see what we got here. I like salt and pepper though, so. I really like the celery crunch. I think the sweet pickles were the right choice. We're gonna add some pepper. Definitely like pepper. I am gonna add a little bit of salt. I'm gonna try another bit here. And there you have it. No tuna, tuna salad. So if you're a vegetarian or vegan, or you just are trying to eat healthier, this is a great option. Bye. Thanks for listening.